In the past week, Poland, Hungary, Slovakia and Bulgaria have banned the import of Ukrainian grain and other products in apparent breach of EU law.
Our market is oversaturated with crops. Our own production is worth billions, and we believe it will be difficult to sell, so we will suffer serious losses unless we take measures.
Farmers have staged protests in countries bordering Ukraine.
We will witness a chain of bankruptcies of Romanian farmers.
The European Union dropped tariffs and quotas on food imports from Ukraine after Russia's invasion last year. Brussels said the import bans violate EU law.
Unilateral action is not possible under EU trade policy.
Nevertheless, the EU is reportedly preparing a deal to help farmers in the countries affected, with $109 million of funding, along with emergency curbs on the import of Ukrainian grains into their domestic markets until at least June. The dispute has taken many by surprise.
In the case of Poland, what's so strange is that this is so much at odds with the assistance that Poland has given Ukraine in other ways. So, this is entirely driven by domestic political considerations to do with protests by Polish farmers and, the risk that the government obviously feels that the farmers might defect and vote for some other party in the next elections.
For Ukrainian farmers, the import bans add to the troubles caused by Russia's invasion.
I would like farmers in the agricultural lobby in the eastern countries to understand that we face similar problems. We don't ask for subsidies. We don't want anything like that. Just help us to sell our goods.
The glut of Ukrainian grain in Europe is partly due to reduced exports through the Black Sea since Russia's invasion. A United Nations brokered deal to reopen the shipping route came into force last August, but Russia is threatening to end the deal when it's up for renewal next month. The ban on imports of Ukrainian grain by some countries in Europe could play into Moscow's hands, says Bond.
It seems to me that this increases the chances that Russia will see this as a pressure point and will try to use it as a way of saying, well, we're not going to renew the grain deal unless you agree to, no doubt, completely unacceptable conditions.
While the domestic import ban remains in place, Poland resumed the transit of Ukrainian products across its territory Friday. The European Union said it plans to organise alternative transport to take grain from Ukraine's land borders to ports where it can be sold on the world market. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.